Hey, this is one of my very favorite places in the world. It's the Institute for Anatomical Research. And I'm lucky enough to have Madhav actually filming right now, who's one of my very favorite people in this world because of the role he plays here. So we're going to take a seat and tell you all about the Institute of Anatomical Research. So, when I think about this place, what strikes me the most is just the sheer volume of people you must have coming through every year. Do you have an estimate about?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think including the high school classes, maybe a few hundred a year, something like that.
Yeah, and about how many labs happen?
Maybe 20, 25 classes a year. Roughly, this is off the top of my head without looking at a calendar, but something like that.
Yeah, and these labs, they go from like 10 days with Gil to, Jules, she used to do 3-day labs because her students are mainly moms who can't leave their families for the 6-day, the 10-day lab. And this is, I think, what strikes me the most is how it's making it accessible for everyone to get access to the inside of their body and become familiar with things that we think we need to just talk to a doctor for. And so breaking down that kind of gatekeeping is so huge.
Yeah.
So can you tell me more about the kind of people who come in?
Yeah, we have all kinds of health professionals come through, from massage therapists to yoga instructors, Pilates instructors. We even a couple anatomy professors from universities, they come to study with us. Just earlier this month, we had a professor from the University of Alaska. She flew down all the way here just to take a course here. And so even we've had like photographers and visual artists come through. Even simple people like this are just like, I want to just learn about this so that I can paint it better or something. And so we got a really wide variety, which I personally really, really love. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and this is what happens too. When I tell people about how I go to labs, they say, I thought you had to be a doctor to do that. And I thought so too, until Jules pointed out to me that she was offering a lab. Mind-blowing. I thought I would at least have to sign up for a university course. And now you're talking about making it accessible for artists and pretty much anyone who wants to come in and get access to the inside of their body for their own narrative. Also, not one that has this external structure about how you're supposed to learn. I mean, you can go and learn about it at your own pace for your own meaning.
That's right. Yeah,
so
that's right.
When you're teaching high school kids, does it look different than, say, when like Leslie Kaminoff or Kathy Dooley is running a course?
Yes, definitely. So for the high school students, what we do is what's called pro-section demonstrations. So we'll take a couple days, a couple hours, however long it takes to do some preparation on a human body. And then we can sort of like give that presentation to a class. And then that'll maybe be like a 1 or a 2 hour class.
Okay.
And then that's it. So it's a very kind of soft intro for teenagers. So that is more palatable, more able to take it in.
Yeah, digestible. What you can handle.
There you go.
Which is also the beauty of having this kind of self-guided, tailored experience. So for my birthday this year, I'm fundraising for this place. It's a nonprofit, and their goal is to make the inside of yourself as accessible as possible to you. So it would mean a lot to me if you would contribute to this.
Yeah, there's so many expenses that go along with this, with running this facility, and equipment that needs to be replaced in this kind of situation. And so, yeah, it's quite an incredible overhead that we're just barely making happen. So fundraisers are very, very much appreciated and very, very helpful.
Yeah.
So it's very sweet of you to make this endeavor.
Absolutely. Thanks in advance.